Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 7th through the 13th. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We've got our October theme with our little fog, our little purple lights. We're going to see what's happening. We are going to see in this deck here what your weekly messages are, or the message for the week. And then we're going to pull a spirit message for you from that oracle deck there. As always, if you like the cards I'm using, you're curious about which deck, go ahead and check out the link in the description of the video. That will take you to the cards that I'm using each and every week. Here is your Monday, Tuesday, Virgo. Your Wednesday, Thursday. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, my darlings, let's see. Let's get right to it. Monday, Tuesday for Virgo. We have the Hermit. It's you guys. You're making an appearance in your own reading. This is good. When we have your card come up in a reading, it's telling us that you're really coming into your seat of power. You're really embracing your energy. You're really embracing all of the wonderful, positive, strong, powerful Virgo traits. The Hermit also tells us that you all are coming into a time of really making some big decisions. Now, we've got a full moon happening on Friday. It's going to be a full moon in Aries. So if you have fire in your moon or in your rising or in your Venus even, you might be feeling that energy more so than other moons. But definitely this energy with the Aries full moon is coming in. That's going to be bringing some people into some sense of angst, some desire for change, some kind of like maybe even competitiveness for some people. I've heard some astrologers that I follow say that some people might be feeling envy or jealousy. Virgo, I don't think you're feeling envy or jealousy, but I do feel like you're getting really serious about your beliefs. And this is actually a continuation for something that came up in one of your readings a few weeks ago. I feel when the Hermit comes up, you all are getting very clear about what you want, what you think, what you believe, what your priorities are. And sometimes when the Hermit comes up, it tells us that you're having a hard time being around certain people. You're having a hard time, maybe even if it was people that you were very close to in the past, you're just not feeling a resonance with them anymore. You're not vibing with them the same way that you used to. And so you might have this desire to kind of pull back and spend some time alone. The Hermit for me is the caterpillar going into the cocoon, before it comes out as the butterfly. So you're going through some transformations. And the Hermit energy is not an energy that's going to last you for a day or two. You might be in this for a few weeks, some of you a few months, some of you maybe for the next 12 months. It's going to be different for different ones of you, but Hermit energy is not just a 1 or 2 day kind of thing. So something may be happening Monday or Tuesday where your eyes are being opened and you're trying to figure out what you want to do. I don't feel that all of you are completely and totally isolating yourselves. Sometimes when people see the Hermit card, they get worried about that it might mean that they're going to be completely and totally alone. I don't feel that. I just feel you're pulling back from a certain scene or a certain group of people. It doesn't mean that you're going to be spending time completely and totally alone. It just means you might be making some adjustments or some changes to your scene, okay? And you might be finding that you want to do things by yourself or with 1 or 2 friends or with like one trusted or close person. Like you might not be in that energy to where you're wanting to go out. I know some Virgos are really into Halloween. And so maybe as like Halloween is coming up, maybe there's a lot of parties or things coming up and you're just kind of feeling like, yeah, I don't want to do it this year. Right? I'm not feeling it this year. Like some of you are just kind of wanting to kick back and keep things small, like keep things intimate, keep your circle small. But overall, the Hermit is coming in with a spiritual awakening. Okay. So some of you are really kind of evaluating what your spiritual beliefs are. Your Wednesday, Thursday card, Virgo, ooh, is the Empress. So far this has come up for, I want to say, Sagittarius and Scorpios. They had it earlier in the week. You have it in the middle of the week. Some of you could be coming into some kind of a partnership with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio simply because they had this card come up. Not necessarily. You may have Sagittarius or Scorpio in your moon or in your rising. Again, does not necessarily, this is not a card associated with them. It's just because they received this card. It makes me feel like maybe some of you have something going on there in terms of partnerships or agreements. So in terms of, if we want to look at the zodiac with the Empress, some people say that it can be associated with Taurus because it's about beauty, and Taurus is an earth sign that's connected to beauty. Others would veer towards Libra. Libra is an air sign that's connected with beauty. So maybe you have Taurus or Libra somewhere in your moon or in your rising, and you might be really coming into this energy very strongly. Maybe you're dealing with somebody, you know, who has Taurus or Libra in their moon or rising, or, you know, I don't know. I just feel something is happening with some kind of connection that you're making, albeit this may not be romantic, okay? For some of you, it could be, Virgo. Some of you might be manifesting romance. Some of you might be manifesting a relationship, because the Empress can also definitely be, you know, someone who's coming in with that nurturing mother kind of energy. You know, maybe some of you are getting ready to settle down and you're finding, you know, the mother of your children or the father of your children or something all super serious like that. But for other ones of you, this may be more of a spiritual connection. This may be more like you're meeting someone from a soul family, and it might be more of a partnership that you're coming into in terms of just a good kind of support system, whether you all are going into business together, or whether you all are just kind of learning to connect with one another, or somebody who's coming in as like a spiritual teacher, or you all are helping teach each other or open each other's eyes. There's definitely a sense of like the kind of interaction that can be very life-changing, both for you and somebody else. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Other ones of you, Virgo, this is all you. Like you're the Hermit, you're the Empress. You're really coming into a really powerful time of really big changes, right? The Virgo is the spiritual connection. The Empress is going to be connecting with how you connect with the physical world, gravitating towards the things that you find beautiful, that you find inspiring, that you find creative. I've said this in other readings, though. Empress for me is very much an entrepreneur kind of card. It's a card that I would keep pulling for myself very early on when I was first kind of working with cards, and I was like, what's happening? Am I gonna like have a kid? Like I didn't know what it meant. And then over time I saw that Spirit was trying to say, no, you are starting a business. And so for that reason, because it came up in that way, I know that sometimes my guides will bring Empress up when somebody is starting some kind of creative endeavor or some kind of a business. You might be creating something or finding a way to make money in a creative way that can, for some of you, and even end up being some kind of an empire or a dynasty, so to speak. All right, it's going to be different for different ones of you. But this is really coming into beautiful, nurturing, powerful, creative energy. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card here is Prince of Pentacles, okay? So definitely businesses in the air for some of you, okay? When Prince of Pentacles comes up, it's letting us know, my darlings, that you really are coming into this energy of creating a very, very long-term kind of project, like staying focused on something, one foot in front of the other, something that is going to grow, albeit it might not grow overnight, okay? Might not be something that's growing for you overnight, but as long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay one foot in front of the other, you are coming into an energy where you are going to be calling in this abundance. It can be considered a project, or it's just something that little by little, before you know, you look back and you're like, wow, this has really grown. This has really gone somewhere. This has really taken off. So some of you who you do have like a person that you're interacting with or dealing with, if you're coming into a new romantic connection, or if you're making some kind of friend or mentor or teacher or something, it can be very safe to say this is coming in with the energy of this is someone who's going to be in your life for a long time, like a long while. Like some of you are making a lifelong connection with a person, whether it be business, whether it be romance, whether it be friendship, whether it be a teacher. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Okay. But again, this is one foot in front of the other, consistent kind of energy. You're coming into creating something in your life. And pentacles tend to have to do with money and finances. So for many of you, this will be finances. For many of you, this will be, planting seeds and tending to them and watching them grow. Those of you who are in an energy where you're not wanting to fall in love, this is telling me be careful, because someone or something may be sneaking up on you. You might just kind of feel like, wow, like I didn't see this happening, or I didn't see this growing, or I didn't see myself catching feelings. There's just this feeling of just something kind of growing under your nose without you realizing it for some of you. So if you are avoiding that, like say you're someone and you're in the energy where you're like, nope, I want to focus on my career, or I really love being single, or I really love, playing around, or whatever it might be. Universe may have other plans for you. I'm just letting you know that right now. Obviously, that's something that would transpire over the next few weeks. It wouldn't just be bam, boom, pow, like this week, but it could be something growing over time. For those of you who've started some kind of a business, or you're climbing the career ladder, there's going to be growth for you. There's going to be positive changes for you this week, but it might just be the very beginning of the journey, albeit it will be a fruitful and abundant journey for many of you. We're going to see what your spirit message is for the week. I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate more than others. For some of you, could be very helpful. You may need a private reading, which I will talk about that at the end. But let's go ahead and see what we have. Volcano, Virgo. Okay, so here we have vitality. Not vitality, volatility. Volatility. Fancy words here, my darlings. Fancy words. Okay, so volatility is going to be something being volatile, or I don't know if I want to say unpredictable, but something that can change fairly quickly. Something that can be very up and down. Something can kind of like burst, like a burst of energy. Okay, if you were to Google it or look it up online, you'd have all kinds of investment, like money market kind of definitions coming up. So maybe some of you are into that sort of thing. Maybe some of you are really into stocks and the market and things like that. And so maybe for some of you it has a special meaning when you see this word. But what this is saying is, I feel, Virgo, this is what you're releasing in this full moon energy. We're coming into the Aries full moon on Friday, and so the full moon is a time when we release. And a lot of the times what the full moon does is it will bring up our deepest emotions, or it will bring to the surface something that's ready to be released or to be let go. And for some of you, you're releasing a lot of anger. Okay? For some of you, you may have some kind of outburst in the end of the week. And I don't know why. I feel for some of you it's happening while you're talking on the phone. You could be on the phone with a friend, with a parent, with a sibling. Some of you, I feel like it's like just kind of coming out of nowhere. Like you're having just some kind of outburst. Like, oh my God, just get off my back. Because I feel, Virgo, with that hermit energy, a lot of you are coming into some kind of like an independence, some kind of way of wanting to do things your way, wanting to do things a different kind of way. And so you might be feeling repressed. And so a lot of the frustrations or a lot of the anger that you've been pushing down because you want to be calm and you want to be cool and you want to be a nice person and you don't want to be dramatic, someone or something may be happening where that's getting triggered this week. For some of you, it's going to happen midweek. For some of you, it's going to happen the end of the week. But you might find yourself having some kind of outburst of anger. When this happens, do not judge yourself. You are not being a disruptive person or unpredictable person or low vibrational person. You are releasing some kind of pressure that needs to be released. Okay, so there's no judgment there. It's a part of you clearing. It's a part of you healing. It's a part of you making room for new energies coming in. Okay. It's going to be different for different ones of you. But in terms of, changes, like a lot of you are realizing that your life is changing, or the things that were important for you is changing. And there might be some people who are trying to keep you in the old way or keep you in their way. And you're like, I don't like this. I don't want this. I want my way. Okay. So I feel that for some of you. All right, my darlings. If you're looking for more of a love reading, I don't focus too much on love in the weekly forecast because I want to have readings every week that are for the other areas of life, but every month I do a love reading. If you click on the description in the link in the description of the video, it will take you to the love readings for October. You can go ahead and check those out. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. Every single reading that I offer is in the Calendly link in the description of the video. So you can go there to see the different kinds of readings I offer, the prices, the next available, how to schedule. It's all there, my darlings. I am having a sale for the month of October because it's my birthday month, and a lot of people were asking me, are you going to do a birthday sale this year? So I am. The 60-minute phone readings and the 30-minute phone readings are going to be 50% off. Usually for a 1-hour phone call phone reading, it's 100. It'll be 50. And usually a 30-minute phone reading is $50, but for the sale price, it will be just 25. So good deal there to take advantage of if you would like. And the phone readings are nice. It's nice to be able to connect with your voice, to connect with your energy in that way. Also, you have me on the phone while I'm doing the reading, so if a new question pops up or if something's not clear, you can always jump in and ask. So some people like to do it on the phone for that reason as well. All right, my dears. So I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Take care.